Let's crush it, ladies! Woo! And welcome back to this channel. So today's video is all about 5 things I wish I knew at the beginning of my fitness journey, which is about 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago now, that I started to weightlift. So I wanted to do this video for you so you would not make the same mistakes, and maybe you would know what you are doing is okay, what you are doing is normal, and maybe there's some things that you need to switch around so you wouldn't be going through this long learning process, and you would right away start where you need to be to improve and change your body, to get strength, to gain weight, lose weight, whatever your goal is. I know this video title, it says for women, right? So weight training as a woman. But just a disclaimer, it does not matter if you're a woman, if you're a man, everything same applies as weightlifting is for women and men, all the same. If we want to change our body shape, if we want to, grow muscle, women or man, doesn't matter. There are a couple things that do matter, and let's start with the tips. The first and most important thing is I wish I knew consistency is key. So for the first 2 months with my fitness journey, I was not consistent. I was doing, a class with my friend, a workout class, and then I was doing YouTube. I would pick whichever workouts, whichever I wanted that day. So the workouts that I didn't want to do, that were still very important and I should have done, I didn't. So let's say upper body was a thing where I was like, oh, not today. Let's do like glutes, or let's do, abs. I neglected parts of my body that I needed to do. So yes, consistency is key. If you want your body to change, you need to be consistent with your workouts, consistently improving your workouts, consistently doing workouts. Of course, you all know that I am all about those compound movements. Compound movements are most important to progressively overload, do consistently, and see huge and just best changes to your physique. What I recommend as far as consistency goes, it's a lot easier to join a program or to find a person that will teach you and show you and tell you exactly what you need to do in order for your body to change, right? So at the beginning, it's hard. You don't know who to listen to. Everyone's saying different things and you don't really know where to start. So finding someone who has knowledge, has experience, has changed their body, and trying out to see at least for a couple months to see if you see any changes to your body with that specific person or that specific program. Not giving up in a couple weeks or even a month. It does take longer to see results. Another thing is that I wish that I knew that it wouldn't have hurt so bad. Not everyone will support your journey. And yes, it is your journey, yours alone. No one else went through it. No one else is exactly like you, and everyone else's tips might not work for you. You have to go through these things to come out the other side, right? So for me, it was hard when my family, my friends didn't understand me, didn't support me. It's just something that I went through, and I feel like I went through alone because, some people, and actually a lot of people, don't understand that women can lift weights. Women will not become men just because we lift weights. And getting stronger should be important to everyone in this world, but it is not. Women are supposed to be this weak person who needs to be protected by a male, and just they don't understand, the want to change your body, the want to grow muscle, the want to be fit. Not everyone will support you. And once you realize that this is your journey and this is what you are going through and this is for you and you only, it will be a lot easier to actually not listen to the negative people in your life telling you that you cannot, that you should not, that maybe don't push it. Maybe, oh, don't lift that weight, that looks way too heavy for you. You know, just la 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 la. Don't listen to them. You can do this, and you will. So another thing is, once you start your fitness journey, it might be you know, everything at once. You're starting to learn a lot and what to do and how to do and everything comes at once. But at least for me, the way that it was, I started to weightlift, right? So I did the class, and then I did YouTube, and then I joined a program. When I joined the program, I started to weightlift. Only in time, learning about food, about calories, about macros, about that I need to eat enough. If I'm weightlifting, I am doing this, you know, hard ass, badass workout. I need to fuel my body, and food is very important. And no, I'm just gonna say it right now, no, I am not saying you need to eat very little. I'm not saying you need to take anything out of your diet at all. There are just a couple things that you need to focus on, and that is, do you know how much you need to eat? Do you know how much you are eating? Do you know if you are weightlifting, you need to eat more? Do you know if you're hungry, you should be eating? Nutritious food is important. But once you start seeing results and you realize that you want this to be happening, you want change, you love the way that you look now, and you want to grow more and to change more. But trust me, food is fuel, and if you are in just a horrible deficit that you feel like you cannot live, go up to maintenance. Be in maintenance, weightlift consistently, and you will lose fat if that's what you want. You will also gain muscle at the same time. Another thing that I wish I knew, I wish someone had told me, and at some point in my journey someone did, but not at the beginning, and that is that form improves with time. Yes, you heard me right. For months, I didn't have my form right, and I thought, oh my God, I'm looking at all of these influencers who have the perfect form. What is wrong with me? Why cannot I squat like that? Why cannot I hip thrust like that? And trust me, I did not. At the beginning, you're learning how to do all of this. So no, my form did not look like that at the beginning. And it's okay. Now I know that it's okay. You learn with time. You know, if you are watching people do the form, right? So if you are watching my YouTube videos and you're looking at my workouts and you're like, how is she doing this hip thrust? How is she doing this perfect hip thrust with weight? Well, I learned. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos. I was informing myself. As long as you are watching and filming yourself to see how you look, eventually you will learn tips and cues, and you will see the difference between you and me, and then eventually you will be at the same exact place with your form. Yes, it takes time to learn form. Of course, you don't want to be doing heavy squats when you don't know how to squat, but form will come with time if you are trying to improve your form. So my tip, video yourself. When you're doing your workout, video yourself, and you will see what things you need to tweak for your next workout to improve that form. And here we go with the last thing I wish I knew as a weightlifting training woman at home. Yes, I am working out at home, but it does not matter if you're at the gym, if you're at the house, or if you're at a hotel or anywhere, you can always do a workout. The last thing I wish I knew, I wish someone had told me, but even if someone did, I probably would never have listened to them, because I was, you know, at the beginning of my journey, I found Brad Contreras, right? So the glute guy. And so he and his squad are weightlifting this like heavy weight. They look amazing. The women look sexy, and it's just, it looks badass. So I'm like, I want to lift heavy weights. I want to lift as heavy as I can, and I want to lift heavier and heavier and heavier each week. Right? It's not possible. At the beginning, you're lifting heavier and heavier and heavier, and yes, it looks like you're going up so fast and you're like, I'm so damn strong. At some point, your body will reach the limit to where you need to try other things to improve and to up that weight again. Right? So tempo work, and there's a lot more things you can do to actually strengthen yourself to be able to improve that weight. So my point is, don't do this. Don't feel like you need to up the weight every single time. Don't feel like you need to up the weight every single week or even month. Heavy weight is not important. If you don't have any heavy weights, do more reps, do more rounds, do tempo work, change up, do the pyramids. It's like there's a lot more you can do to make your workout great, right? So not only the weight. I felt so disappointed in myself if I did not up my weight at some workouts, and it's just, right now I feel like it's silly. It is silly. So I'm telling you, if you are in this situation and you're like, I did not up my weight, I'm in the same exact place for 2 weeks in a row, it is totally okay. Some days you will feel stronger and you will lift more. Some days you will feel weaker and you will just do this. Just that you worked out, that you tried, that you stayed consistent. And so here you go, ladies or men, whoever is watching this video. 5 things I wish I knew at the beginning of my journey, at the beginning of weight training. We are all different, and just don't forget that you will learn with time. It's a journey, and you will learn. You will learn, trust me, you will learn everything. If you want any more tips or help from me, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and of course check out my other videos. I talk a lot about fat loss, weight training as a woman, and just everything. I also have programs. My email is down below. Everything is down below in the description if you want to work with me. And so thank you for watching today's video. Bye.